Good morning, everybody. I'm Miles Perlmutter, and I wanted to take a moment. I started a YouTube channel a year ago, and I said that big things were coming, and you know what? That's still true. I plan on fulfilling everything that I said in my prior videos. I'm very enthusiastic about going out and wanting to help people. But before I can help anybody else, I had to help myself. And it took a lot longer than expected, and that's okay. Things come in waves for different types of people. People mature faster, slower. Supposedly women mature faster than men. That doesn't matter. Everybody has a path, and you can fulfill that in any way that you deem essential. If you want to go slower, faster, that's okay. Development is in stages. And I've learned through connecting with myself, and recently, within the past 2 months, I've actually started going to counseling and seeing a therapist. And it's been helping me immensely. It's been opening my eyes, because for the longest time, I had blinders on my face. And I couldn't see what was in front of me. And I was hurting people, and I was doing things where I was very upset with myself after. And when you do certain things in life, you can't fix them, but you can learn from them. And what I am doing in life right now is I'm embarking on a journey to better myself. And everybody says that we have to change. It's not true. We have to evolve. And I learned that recently. And think about that. Would you like to change, or would you like to evolve? And when someone said that to me, I really took that in, and it's bettered my life, because I'm actually learning how to cope with my anxiety, my anger, and I catch myself now before I embark on that downward path where I mess up so many things so quickly. And then I realize what I have done, and by the time I realize what I did, it's too late. I can't fix it. So I finally am learning and evolving, and it feels great. So I started up my YouTube again this morning. I'm in a great mindset. I have an appreciation for life a lot better. I've been talking to my parents more. I've been trying to be there more, and I wasn't. So what I've been doing is looking at life in a new light. And I was in a very dark space. It took me a while to go to somebody and say that I need to get tools to better my life, to get a better grasp on what I can do for myself to make myself feel better. Because you can't love anybody in this world if you don't love yourself. And I learned that from my mother. And she's so true, because she begged me to go get the tools I needed to make my life better. And I told her that I didn't, and I was very optimistic about it. And I didn't want to walk through the door and tell somebody how I felt. I thought it was a bad thing, and it's really not. It's a beautiful thing, and shedding my skin. I feel like a whole new person within 2 months. I went back to the gym, started eating a little bit better, which my diet is awful, and I'm starting to realize that what you put into your body is how you feel. And I was feeling like garbage, but I was also replenishing my body with garbage. So if you don't take care of yourself, you can see that. So I finally am starting to take off the blinders, and I'm not perfect. I still get angry. I still feel those feelings in my chest where it's all warm and bubbly and I'm like anxious. And that's okay. You can feel those ways. And sometimes people are afraid to advocate for themselves and open up to their friends. And I've been lucky and very unfortunate to have a personality where when I open up to somebody or I introduce myself to somebody, they're inviting. They want to talk to me. They want to open up. I know some deep, dark secrets about people that I never thought they'd even speak to me, let alone tell me how they really feel inside and want to open up a little bit and to get my input. And I embrace that. I welcome that. If anybody ever wants to talk, I gave my email a while ago, xbelievesin you at gmail.com, because I do believe in people. I want people to open up and say hello and, hey, how are you? Yes, we're going through a crazy time right now and everybody has face masks and we're doing social distancing, and I understand that. But I have met people, and great people, just by saying hello or holding the door open for somebody, doing those small little things. And I never used to do small little things. I would always push them off. And, you know, respecting others as humans and connecting, that is the most crucial point in our life. You know, we always meet people, or we always see our friends that we haven't seen, and you're like, oh, how's work? How's the kids? Great. But have you ever asked them, hey, how do you feel today? Can I help you in any way? Can I better your life today? Can I do something small for you that will make you less anxious, take a little stress off your shoulders? You know, I worked at Dunkin' Donuts for majority of my life for 8 years, and I met everybody in town. And I used to pay for people's coffees in the morning at 7 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. And it wasn't because I had to or I wanted something out of it. When I open the window and I say good morning and their face is down or they look upset, a $2 coffee to me is nothing, but to see a smile on somebody's face, that's worth more than $1 million to me. Because if I can better somebody's life for 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I think I did a great deed and I fulfilled something today. And a lot of people go to work and they drive places. Do you really want to sit at your desk? Do you really want to go out in the field and go look at soil? And do you want to go do test tubes? Do you want to go draw blood? Do you want to go look in space? Do you want to go on nature walks and videotape for somebody? I want people to do what they want. Guess what? Yes, I have a full-time job. But guess what? I love what I'm about to go do. I don't care if I get 3 views on this video. I don't. I'm doing this for myself because it makes me happy. Because I want to do things for others. And that's a great feeling for myself. And I'm embarking on this new adventure, this new journey for my life. And I'm growing and evolving and learning new things. I got my Crest credit card. I've got good credit now. 2 months ago, I had no credit. Guess what? Now I have good credit. And I'm building and I'm evolving. And that feels great. And I want other people to feel great. So many people hold so many things inside. And I held things inside for 26 years. And a lot has happened to me over the years. And it's made me who the person I am today. And that's why I'm so open and honest with people. Ask any of my friends. You could ask me anything, and I will tell you whatever you want to know, even if it makes your face turn beet red because you didn't even want to hear the real answer. Because that's who I am. I'm actually finally honest with myself. And for the longest time, I wasn't. And I could feel that inside, and I didn't like that. I made a couple videos, and what I was saying was so true, but I wasn't doing what I was saying. And I finally am doing what I am saying I can do. And that makes me feel great. That makes me want to do this more and fulfill my desire and my happiness, because it's what I want in life, not what anybody else wants. It's what makes you happy. So many people tell you that you need to do a job that makes you a lot of money, that makes you stable in life. No, it doesn't. I promise you. I came from a family that had a silver spoon. I had anything I wanted. But ask me if I had a good relationship and memories and things like that. Yeah, I did, but could they have been better? Absolutely. Did money get in the way sometimes in business? Absolutely. My parents are divorced. You know, things happen. But it makes people understand life a little bit better. Not everybody has it great. Yeah, could you see somebody on the outside and they got millions of dollars, but guess what? They could have bad health. They could have turmoil in their home. Or the person that you think is really doing bad is doing great. You never know, but a lot of us don't ask and don't check on our friends. Or if they do, they don't ask the right questions because maybe your friends feel embarrassed or they don't know how to go about it. They don't want to feel judged. So you know what? Check on your friends today. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Call your parents, call your sister, call your brother. You know, go to your grandparents' grave, or your mother's grave, or your father's grave. You know, go see them. You know, I haven't seen my grandmother in a long time. And I went to her gravesite a month ago. On a Sunday, I went and grabbed a coffee, and I just sat there, and I cried on my hands and knees. And it felt great. And I didn't know where my grandmother's gravesite was. I kind of knew where it was, and I had to call my aunt. And you know what was funny? I was sending her photos and calling her saying, "Auntie, I'm lost in the cemetery. Can you help me?" And you know what? I asked for help and got where I needed to go. And I never asked for help. And I'm finally advocating, and I'm trying to learn new things. I want to buy a piece of property, so next week I'm actually going to go sit down with my father and go talk about that type of stuff. And I know nothing about it, but I want to learn. And I was reading my book yesterday, and I came across something, and it said, the smartest people you know are sometimes not the smartest people in the end. And you know what? That means that you can grow and you can learn new things. And so surprisingly, I hate to read. I'm an awful reader. And that's actually one of my weakest points. I probably should have read a lot more than I am. And yeah, I can articulate my words very well. I actually use auto dictation on my phone because I know what I want to say and how to say it, but that doesn't mean I know how to say it or spell it. So you need to use and utilize things around you to better yourself. That's how I got through school. My sister, I have a twin sister. She's the smartest